Got unallocated space on your Windows drive but still can't extend the C drive? Even when plenty of storage is available, Windows often blocks the option. In this video, I will show you exactly how to fix it safely and properly, step by step. So let's get started. Now let's open Disk Management. As you can see, there is 215 GB of unallocated space available on this drive. However, when I right click on the C drive and select Extend Volume, the option is grayed out and unusable. This usually happens because the unallocated space is not positioned directly next to the C drive. In many Windows systems, there is a hidden recovery partition placed between them. While this partition is important for system recovery, it often prevents Windows from extending the C drive. To fix this issue properly, we will temporarily disable the recovery environment, remove the recovery partition, extend the C drive, and then safely restore everything back to normal. First, open Command Prompt as administrator. Once it opens, type this command reagent c /disable and press enter. This command temporarily disables the Windows recovery environment, which is necessary before making any changes to recovery partition. Next type diskpart and press enter. This will open the diskpart utility, which allows us to manage disk partitions at a deeper level. Now type list disk and press enter. Here you will see a list of all disks connected to your system. In most cases, the main system drive is disk 0, but in my case, the Windows system drive is disk 1, so I will select that. You must select your Windows system drive. Type select space disk space 1. Now replace 1 with your actual disk number and then hit enter. After selecting the disk, type list part and press enter. This will show all partition on the disk. Look for the recovery partition, which is usually smaller than 1 GB and labeled as recovery. As you can see here, partition 4 is my recovery partition. Once you identify it, select that partition by typing cell part 4. Now replace 4 with your correct partition number and press enter. Next type detail part and then press enter. Here, you will see detailed information about the recovery partition. Now please note down the partition ID and GPT attributes, as we will need them later. After saving this information, type delete partition overwrite and then press enter. This will remove the recovery partition, allowing the unallocated space to sit next to the C drive. And as you can see the message, disk part successfully deleted the selected partition. Now open Disk Management again. Right click on the C drive and choose Extend Volume. Now follow the on-screen instructions and add the available unallocated space to the C drive. Once completed, your C drive will successfully expand using the previously inaccessible space. Now that the C drive has been extended, we need to restore the recovery partition. To do this, right-click on the C drive and select Shrink Volume. In the field, enter the amount of space to shrink in MB, type 1024 because 1 GB equals 1024 MB and then click Shrink. This will create a new unallocated space. Now right-click on that unallocated space and select New Simple Volume. Click Next. Then Next again. Assign a drive later. For example, if. Click Next. Then click Next and then click on Finish. As you can see, the partition is now created. Now go back to command prompt and type list part. and then hit enter. And select the newly created empty partition by typing cell part 4. Now replace 4 with your actual partition number and press enter. Now set that partition ID using the value you saved earlier by typing set space ID equals your partition ID. And then hit enter. Now you should see the message disk part successfully set the partition ID. Next, restore the attributes by typing gpt space attributes equals your attribute value. And then hit enter. At this point, the recovery partition is restored. However, it may still appear in File Explorer, which we don't want. To hide it, type list vol and then press enter. Find the recovery volume and note its drive letter. In my case, it is F, but yours may be different. Select it by typing cell vol F and then press enter. After that, remove the drive letter using remove letter equals F. Replace F with your actual drive letter and then hit enter. Now you will notice that the recovery partition is now hidden from view. Now type exit to leave disk part. Finally, re-enable the Windows recovery environment by typing reagent C space / enable and press enter. That's it. Your C drive now has extra space and the recovery environment is fully restored and hidden. Now I will show you that the recovery partition is working properly again. And as you can see, it works perfectly. So that's it for today. If this step-by-step tutorial helped you, then please give it a like, share and subscribe our channel for more tech tutorials and tech fixes. Your support truly motivates me. Thank you. Thanks for watching.